Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse.
Earth, the center of the multiverse.
I've reached the point where I need to upgrade my Vital Platinum Engraving to rank 23, and I thought some of you guys might want to see that. As you can see, I have my 3 boons of Aphrodite, I have my 8 boons of Apollo, and my 20 boons of Hermes to be able to upgrade my Platinum Engraving. And of course, I have Seals of Preservations. So let us try and do it. And you can see the chances of success at this point are 50%. So I would strongly suggest do not try to break through, at least without a Seal of Preservation. You could try to use a Seal of Completion, but at 50%, if we're a bit lucky, we should be able to do it without using too many Seals of Preservation. Let's give it a try. That was to be expected, no panic. Also, I would strongly suggest take your time. There's one time where I was, I don't know, I pressed on the button one time too many, and I broke through twice in a row, and the chances to break through were pretty high. It was like 80% or something, and I failed twice in a row, and I lost all my catalyst. So take your time, make sure to equip your Seal of Preservation. You have to re-equip the seal every time. So let's try to break through again. So technically the odds should be 1 out of 2 to succeed. Turns out it will be a bit more than that. So let's try again. So as you can see, we do get a feat when we break through rank 23. So where can you get the various boons you need to be able to upgrade your engravings? You can get those boons from playing the various Wonderverse missions. I haven't noticed if you do get a boon every time, or if there's a random drop if you have a chance to get it as a random drop. But basically you can get those boons playing the various Wonderverse missions. But also you can just purchase them from the broker. So you can see right now the boons of Aphrodite. Basically I've used a mixture of buying them from the broker and buying them from one of the Wonderverse vendors that I'll show you in just a minute. Basically for the boons of Aphrodite, I just bought them from the broker for about 1.5 million each. But usually they're around 2 million, but if you're a bit patient and if you go to the broker often enough, if you're a bit patient and go to the broker enough, you should be able to see some at 1.5 million. Or at the very least 2 million. So that's why I tell people go to the broker any chance you get and try to look for a good deal. So right now the cheapest seems to be 2.3 millions. For the boons of Apollo, they're a bit more expensive, and as you saw, we need like 8 of them. So I'm not sure I would purchase boons of Apollo. And the boons of Hermes are even more expensive. I definitely would not purchase boons of Hermes from the broker. Actually, they're a bit cheaper than I remember. But still, 3.2 millions each, or 3 millions each. Actually, we can get some. Even at 2 million each, you have to remember that you need like 20 of them, so that means 40 millions. So if I did not purchase the boons of Hermes from here, where did I get them from? Let's take a look. So most of the boons I purchased from equipment specialist Cassandra, and I bought a few from the broker as I told you. So you can see here you can get the boons of Hermes for 15 Empyrean Ether, you can get the boons of Apollo for 25 Empyrean Ether, and the boons of Aphrodite is 75 Empyrean Ether. So in this case, I much prefer to pay 1.5 millions on the broker for the boon of Aphrodite, and for the boons of Apollo and Hermes, I bought them here. Although for the boons of Hermes, I got quite a few from the solo mission. Basically playing the solo mission daily, I was able to get roughly 10 of them, I think, for rank 23. And also this week we get bonus Empyrean Ether. So I farmed part of the day today for a whole bunch of Empyrean Ether, which allowed me to purchase a whole bunch of boons. I'll probably do that again tomorrow to be able to upgrade my last augment. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess there is another option to be able to get the boons. Let's go take a look. So you can purchase the boons also from the marketplace. So you can see here the boons of Hermes, the boons of Apollo, and the boons of Aphrodite. It may seem fairly cheap in some cases, like the boons of Hermes, they're 45 cents each boon. But when you need 20 of them, it means basically $9. And that's because I'm a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, it means $10. So $10 is just for the boons of Hermes. It starts to get a bit pricey. And then you need 8 boons of Apollo, which means $16. And you need 3 boons of Aphrodite. So that means another $18. So it can become pretty expensive. I guess early on you could purchase a few boons from the marketplace if you really have to, but I would advise against that. I would probably save my cash to purchase some Seals of Preservations pack, or in some cases, like in this case, we had only a 50-50 chance to fail. I guess you should probably plan ahead and get maybe a few Seals of Completion, because at some point your artifacts will have like a 2% chances of success when you try to upgrade at rank 200. So at that point, you'll have pretty much no choice but to use a Seal of Completion. You could use your loyalty points to purchase those seals without spending extra money. But keep an eye open. At least a couple of times a year, there's a few sales on the marketplace. So sooner or later, those Seals of Completion or even those Seals of Preservations will be on sale. So that would be the time to purchase them when that happens. So you can see the health, the power, and vitalization you get at rank 23. Grecian's Gifts is one of the good things you get from those. It gives you +1 Empyrean Ethers from defeating world bosses and Patchwork to Themyscira for each ranks of Grecian Gifts. So technically, with each Wonderverse bounties, once you have your 2 augments, you should get 2 extra Empyrean Ether. There's 4 bosses at the Hydra, so it adds up pretty quick. It's 10 extra Empyrean Ethers each run. You get 1 additional gear choice from bosses in Wonderverse Tier 10 on UT Mission for each rank of Treasure of Themyscira. Not really that useful. It might be a bit useful at first to be able to upgrade your gear a little bit, but pretty quickly that becomes pretty useless. If you have 1 augment, Hydra's Ichor Pool does 20% less damage. It's not that big a deal, but it does help when fighting the evil Hydra. And 2 augments, Hydra's Ichor Pool no longer debuffs you. The 3% vitalization and power is a nice thing to have. And getting +1 Splinter Coins from Wonderverse Tier 10 on Duty Mission, it's not a big deal, but it helps a bit, especially with the solo mission. If you play the solo every day, that means 2 extra Splinter Coins every day. And for the God Sphere adaptation, so he reduces Grail's damage by 15%, and Zeus's Electric Prison deals 10% less damage to you when opened. So it shouldn't take too long to be able to upgrade my other engraving to rank 23. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. And there's also the Shattered Wise Helm of Omnipotence that I need to upgrade, but sadly I don't have what I need just yet. Personally, I only use the Vital Augments, but if you ever need more augments, you can come see your friend Ferdinand.
It's not a full-course meal.
So I could get some mighty augments for my DPS armory, but already upgrading the augments to rank 23, it takes a lot of work, or it can be fairly expensive, as I showed you. So I doubt I'm going to do that again. The same with the precise augments. So far as a rule of thumbs, I do what I can with the vital augments, or in this case the vital engravings. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this Universe Online at this point, so if I don't answer a question right away, just search my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.